All right, I'll wait for some people to get live here. So it's kind of a surprise live. Um, I want to kind of do this from time to time here. So once I get some people on here, kind of show you what I've got going on. But for those that might watch later, basically, I've got a choice of this system, this fan, and this system. I'm going to be using these conversion parts. I hope they work. Um, Looks like they're Rogan conversion parts. And I want to put it in this guy over here. So let me show you the truck right there. So that's the truck I want to put it in. This is my 5B, my Kraken 5B that I talk about. I love this truck, and kind of wanted to do something different with it because the engine is starting to have issues. I believe I've got some dirt and stuff inside there, so we're going to kind of check that out. But like I said, we'll wait for some people to get on here, and we'll start going over what we got. So you can see in the background back there, I've got quite a few projects going on. This one over here, that is my Red Cat. I think it's called a Dune Runner. Yeah, that's Dune Runner. I'm doing an e-conversion on that. Basically, I just bought it as what you see there, and I'm gonna put I think it's a Max 6 that I've got stuffed in there. Um, Gonna try that one out on that and see how well it does. Um, so I've got kind of parts everywhere, and then over here I've got my street build, my Baja street build over here. This guy is giving me a lot of headaches. So I've got a video coming up on it here soon as I get it done. But I've got a couple of issues with it that I've been working through. So basically what I've got here, guys, is I'm trying to decide on what power system to put in this guy. I've got a couple different options. So I have a 2028 Castle fan that fits the Max 5 combo, and I thought about possibly using that. I don't know, we'll have to see. The other option I have here is basically a Max 6 combo. I do like the Max 6s. This is a little bit heavier than your typical Red Cat back there, for example. But it is only two-wheel drive, so that's where my problem's at. I'm trying to decide whether I want to go Max 5 or Max 6 because of the power band that I'm going to have in this here 5. I might not be able to gear it up as much as I want, and I don't want to waste the power if it's not going to be, something that I want to do. I want to be able to get everything I can get out of it, basically. I've seen a lot of videos on this, and a lot of guys have used Max 5s. There's some that use Max 6 as well. So I think I'm on the right track with this, but I'm kind of looking to see what you guys think. So for those that watch later, just let me know what you think, and I'm kind of curious what everybody's thoughts would be. For those that haven't seen this truck run, this guy over here, it's a ripper. It really is. But the engine's starting to have some issues, and it's a truck that I really love. I beat the crap out of it all the time. I'm not the best driver, best basher. I'm more of a thrash basher kind of guy. but I try not to destroy everything I have either. So that's always like the struggle in between. So um, right now it's set up for gas, and it has I think that's a 30 cc motor in there. It's either 29 or 30. I believe that one's a 30. Without tearing it apart and looking at it, I can't really tell. It does currently have a Thor pipe on it. That's an HPI Thor. And or King motor Thor pipe. I think it's King motor. Um, and that gives it a pretty good sound. It gives it a decent amount of back pressure for the motor. But I just got some issues with that anyway, and I was debating on whether to replace it with another gas model or go electric. And I've kind of got quite a few of these trucks here. So let me show you some of the other trucks I have here. Figure out how to rotate the screen. There we go. Okay, so this is my gas Baja here that I want to take and put one of those systems in. This is currently what's in it. And like I said, it's a nice setup. It used to be fantastic, but it's got a problem with the engine right now, so I have to do something with it. I've got my electric dune runner build back there. That's not complete, obviously. And then I have my Losi 5T. This guy here is getting a Zenoa engine over there. It's a G320 that is ESP ported. I think it's a piston port. And I think I have a modded carburetor with that too, and a brand new pipe setup. Yeah. This one over here is my Street Baja. I'm going to leave this one gas for now as well. I'm having problems with the 2-speed. I've been working on that. I kind of got shit laid out everywhere, honestly. Then I have my two cats up here. This is the XB, Rampage XB, and this is the Rampage MT version 2, I do believe. Both these trucks, I really like the way they're set up. This has a 36cc in it. This guy here has a 29, I do believe, whatever the stock engine is on that. I think it's a 29. So I've got quite a few to play with, and quite a few that I could leave as gas. So that's why I figured I'd try a couple electric conversions. If I don't like it, I'll go back to gas. This one here is going to stay gas. I just think that's where it needs to be. This one here, I do like it as gas, but the conversion kit looks pretty exciting. I've seen a lot of videos on it, so there again, that's why I wanted to try that out and see what happens. But as you can see, I got kind of crap everywhere. I've got a ton of things going on right now. I've got a build up there I've been working on, a little crawler build. Got another upgrade for my Atlas 6x6. Haven't done that one yet. I've got my Toy Grid RC up there that I'm working on. I just kind of got shit everywhere, really. I got my Traxxas Nitro Drag Slash over there. That's fantastic. I really like that one. That one so far is the most complete and the most enjoyment for something that I've already got built. I want to upgrade the motor in it, but if I never do upgrade the motor in it, it's fantastic the way it runs. So I'm very happy with that, as well as the Blitz over there. But the Blitz, I'm going to give it a better ESC because it currently has a Surpass Hobby in it, and it's just not doing so well. It does okay, I guess you would say, but it could definitely do better. You could use some more power. And I have a top-end kit here, inside here with a carburetor. I think it's a 990 or an 1107, whatever it is there. I'm going to use that on the Dynamite 29cc that I take out of here because that's all that's in this guy. And then I'm probably going to take that and put it in the Red Cat XB, maybe leave it gas for now, and go from there. So that's kind of what the plan is right now. So, the focus is to start on this guy here and see where we can get with it, what we need to put in it, how we need to tune it, so on and so forth. So right now, the shocks and stuff are set up for a heavier load. Obviously, I might need to look at that, if we go into something that's a little lighter. But the Max 6 would be a lighter setup. The Max 5 would be more of a heavier setup. And I don't know. I just trying to figure out which way I want to go with this. So that's kind of the whole point of this live here, was to get a little bit of feedback, see what everybody thinks. Um, it wasn't really planned, so I apologize. I usually do stuff like this just kind of on a whim, so it is what it is. But I've got a ton of different things going on. Got another little build over here that I'm working on. It's my SCX24 smasher type build. I got shit laying everywhere there. Um, got some paranormal stuff I'm building and working on, so I've got a lot of things going on right now. Put you back up here and kind of wait and see if anybody joins us. If they don't, we'll go ahead and end it early, and I'll just put it on playback. So my questions really are, how good are these? Are these really worth the shit? I don't know much about these kits. It's all metal, so it seems pretty sturdy, on the plates and stuff. And I know I can get a Max 5 system in there if I wanted to. The big Coke cam motor. I can also do a Max 6. The mounting plate will allow for either one. So I'm kind of debating on whether I want to go the 160 amp or what is the Max 5, 200 amp or whatever it is. Trying to figure out which way I really want to go with it. Regardless, I think I'm still going to use the same controller, which is way down there somewhere. I got a FlySky GT5 something or another. Fantastic controller, has great range, so I'm going to continue to use that. But basically I want to get this guy kind of up a little bit and get some better, I don't know what I'm trying to say, get a little more power out of it without overdoing it too much, because I know that I could really put the Max 5 in there, for example, and I can really gear it to the moon and it'll do nothing but flip over as soon as I hit the throttle. You can do all that. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good balance. I do like to jump a little bit. Most of my running is flat. I like to take sharp turns and stuff, which this guy here has a tendency to roll over. So I've got the front suspension lowered down, and it does help a lot. I don't know if there's like a sway kit or whatever I could put on there. I don't really know. I never really looked in it that far. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So what do you guys think? What's a good setup? Have you seen it? Have you done it? Are you into the fifth scales? Maybe you're not. Just kind of curious what everybody's thoughts would be on what to put in this guy here to get it a little more life than what it currently has. And obviously I've got to do something with the motor regardless, so there you go. So for the one that did join, I really appreciate it. For everybody else that watches this later, just give me some comments. I really like some feedback on this, and just kind of interested what everybody would do given the opportunity. If you had the same setup that I do to put in there. I just happen to have two of them laying around here. One of them I bought on a great deal. It's normally like a $400 system. I think I got it for like $200 or whatever, 100 something dollars. I don't remember what it was. I did some trading and everything else with it. And then the Max 6, I did actually buy this one, but I bought it for a different build that I'm just not going to use. It actually was the motor and stuff that came out of the Mojave back there. I had a Max 6 setup in there, and I had the 5687 motor in there, which is 1100 kV. I went back down to a 2150 or 2105 or something like that. Turnigy motor, 6S setup. And I just went back to a 6S kind of setup on there. Just think it runs better on that. So bigger power is not always better for me. So again, that's kind of why I'm doing the live here, trying to figure it out. What's your thoughts on it? What do you guys think would be a good setup to go in here? Kind of interested to see what you think. So yeah, like I said, I appreciate the one that joined, and anybody else that has any comments, I'd definitely like to hear from you and see what you would do. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate all the support so far.